All right, so we're going to be mentioning things that could get you ahead in one day, basically. Now, of course, this isn't stuff that you could do in just an hour, then log off, obviously. This is day one, okay? So there is a lot to do, and I did play a lot. Day one, I think my stream was 8 hours, right? Now, to be fair, the first, like, hour of it was like just prep, doing thumbnails, and also you got to realize that global will be a much quicker experience in terms of grinding, and also in little parts where basically we're able to get more story tickets upon completing certain episodes of story. So little things like that will make it so that you're going to progress much quicker within global, or Canada, at least Canada version, right? Of course, this is for the Canada version. So we're gonna talk about some little tips for you to do and things that for you to know. Now, first off, watch my videos. Come on, like, listen, I'm gonna be covering everything I can, and to this point, I've been doing basically daily uploads, right? If we go to playlist, you could see every type of playlist that you would want to see. Tier lists, Canada version, so everything in here is going to be for you guys. Character builds, when I start to update this, it will be more so towards the like 2-3 week mark of Canada. I'll start to really go into that. Guides, 25 guides, right? So I've got guides on a bunch of different things in here, and we've also got unit showcases, so all that stuff you're going to want to check out. I think that it is honestly good content, and it is one way for you to kind of get ahead, especially for guides, if you want to try that out and see what you want to do. Now, next up, it's going to be kind of like a 2-for-1. First off, especially to pull more, you're going to want to push story. For the first 3 chapters, they shit out actual like currency crystals like it's nothing, okay? So you're going to be getting a lot from story, right? And for the most of it, if you really check through, I'm doing a lot of story for the most part, or summoning, or building units, right? That's like 3 of the main things that you're doing for the beginning. So you're really going to want to do story and just do it so that you don't also lose out on any story tickets. Plus, instead of 4-hour refresh time, it's going to be a 3-hour refresh time now, and that's going to also make it a lot quicker, because instead of 6 story tickets, which you need 1 story ticket to do one thing usually, so if you do 1 battle, it's usually going to take 1 story ticket. Now, because we're getting 8 instead of 6, it's going to make it so much quicker, right? The progression is going to be quicker, but I'm going to guess there's probably going to be more stories, since, you know, we've already got 5 chapters on JP. Now, we're probably going to get to chapter 4, maybe, I'm going to guess. So we'll have to see for that. Now, alongside this, why I stopped at this point exactly is that 6 hours into the game, which we could dwindle down to this point, we'd get in about like 4 hours, question mark. If you really push it, I think you could get it in 4, which is a while. But to be fair, the game's coming out in the morning. So, you know, if you want to really play, you know, you could get this in probably a day, I'd say. If you play in 4 or 5 hours, if you really push and you're having fun. You got to have fun while doing it. But if you're not, just don't do it. But if you're having fun, continue, and you'll be able to get to this point. Once you complete episode 5, because this is episode 6, I'm just starting. Once you complete episode 5, you unlock Arena, okay? Arena is definitely something that's very important to unlock day 1, I'd say. It's going to give you that edge in terms of points. Oh, well, hello. It's going to give you that edge in terms of points. And when you unlock Arena early, now that there's 10, you're going to have so many extra runs in terms of points. So, Arena definitely a better experience for Canada launch. But yeah, because we had to pay like 30,000 gold to refresh, which is a lot. We'd have only 5 tickets. They'd refresh slower. So yeah, very nice. Anyway, if you unlock it earlier, or like even a day earlier, hours earlier, right? You're getting extra points over other people if you know how to play your cards right, and you know what teams you want to bring in, which, hey, check out some of my guides. I'm going to also post a team building guide, 5 teams that you would want, 5, maybe 10, depending, but probably 5 teams that you would want to try out. So that's probably my next video, I think, after this, because I'll post this at like 4:30, and then the other one at like 6:30. Yeah, we're good. So yes, definitely pushing for Arena is good, because you're gonna be able to get ahead in Arena, and that's really what you want. Because if you get ahead even by like 6 hours, that's like 2 or 3 2 or 3 Arena tickets, which could easily be like 120 points, which is a huge difference. I gotta say, you could easily just like, if you unlock Arena very quickly, be ahead, be like top 100 even, if you like really push for it. So you gotta realize you gotta complete chapter 2, episode 5, unless they changed it. If they changed it, hey, I don't know. But in JP chapter 2, episode 5, okay? Now then, next up is always doing your dailies. You want to make sure that you complete the dailies even day one, because you want to be able to complete your monthly missions as quick as possible. Your monthly missions should still be giving you a seasonal key, and this seasonal key will allow you to pick the future seasons, one of the seasonal units out of the 3 for free. You will be able to get it through basically a function called the Gateway of Destiny. Season 1 you should get it for free, but for Season 2, Season 3, 4, 5, 6, 10, 15, 20, you will be needing a seasonal key, and the only way to get them is through monthly. And to complete your monthly, you got to do 30 daily missions, and it does not reset until it doesn't reset, right? It only like technically resets, quote unquote, once you finish it, and then you could restart and then re-get it again. But of course, you want to be able to get the seasonal units as quick as possible, so you want to make sure that you don't miss any days. All right, no days missed, so that you're able to get whichever seasonal unit you want, especially for season 2, which should still be Noelle, Goshen. You're gonna want that Noelle because she is insanely cracked, best unit in the game, changed the meta forever. So yeah, make sure you get it, and they also give other good rewards, like you get 5 tickets, crystals here. You might still get a dupe. We'll have to see, but overall, there's no reason not to do your dailies. You get even like a ticket and then 40 crystals every single day from dailies. And it leads you to your seasonal key that you get here that lets you do Gateway of Destiny for the free seasonal unit. So, next up, it's basically building units, okay? With what your account, with what you have, if you check like my reroll guide, all that, you're gonna want to build probably like 2 to 3 units day one and stick to them. You're gonna want to make sure that they're good units, okay? Good units, or at least units that are good enough to help you in PvE and PvP content. So you want to focus on certain units, because when you spread yourself too thin, especially for XP, it could get rough. So I definitely think that actually just focusing in on a certain amount of units is going to be very good, especially with what I am going to speculate is certain quality of life features that are going to actually be in the soft launch. So we should be expecting some very nice things. So you're going to be able to just build and stay focused on 2 to 3 units, not level up anyone else. If you want to build 4, like a full team, sure, but day 1, you're going to really focus your resources into 2 to 3 units, I'd say is most definitely the best. Now, what units they could be, I'd say 1 DPS, 1 tank, and 1 support is probably the best. That's the best way you want to go about it. Mainly you want to focus on your DPS and tank, and then you could go for support, sure. And if you want a healer, go ahead. If you have 2 DPSs, go for 2 DPSs. Do whatever, right? So that's how you're going to want to do it. Your main damage dealer, and then either a tank or another like debuffer. Like if you want to build Lotus, Lotus is definitely someone who you want to build since he has 2 AoEs and all that. So definitely for that, you're good. Now, if you want to know who's good, check out my tier list. I'm not going to spoil you because I want the views. So if you want to check it out, go check it out. It's going to be there, and you're going to be able to check that out. And especially in the future, but now this is more for hindsight, right? But I have unit showcases, and I will be updating them as the game comes out. As Canada comes out, I will be doing Red Yami first, and I'll do Red Asta, probably Blue Yami afterwards, and anyone else who comes after that, I will be there, okay? I will be there. But for now, these are more in the units. But you can see a Voltos one if you want to see why he is so good. I think that one's also really good. So yeah, these are little tips I could give you. And it's very much also just checking other videos that I have, because, hey, I post a lot. And I have a lot of good videos. So yeah, that's basically it. Yeah, I hope this helped. And if it didn't, let me know. Leave a dislike. And I'll see you in the next one. Peace.